never fears the enemy. Implied allegiance. But in power, in politics, in love, loyalty is not promised. It is negotiated, maintained, and it is always conditional. You were taught to open up, to trust freely, to build relationships on transparency and emotion. But Machiavelli would scoff at this illusion. He understood something few are willing to accept. The closer someone stands to you, the more leverage they hold over your downfall. Let us begin with the illusion of safety. A general never fears the enemy he can see. He fears the spy who sleeps in his tent. He fears the soldier who knows the layout of the camp, the guard who knows when the gate is unlocked. Likewise, in life, the people closest to you, friends, family, even lovers, they know your passwords, your patterns, your insecurities, and they know exactly where the blade must go to bring everything crashing down. History confirms this again and again. Caesar was not killed by a barbarian. He was not slain by a foreigner. He was stabbed in the Senate by the very men who claimed to serve him. Brutus, the man he trusted as a son, carved his name into legacy with betrayal. And that is the nature of betrayal. It requires intimacy. It requires trust. It requires a relationship so close that when it breaks, it doesn't just fall, it shatters. You see, strangers cannot betray you. Only those inside the gates can. Why? Because betrayal is not the act of being hurt. It is the act of being disarmed before being hurt. The enemy shouts, the betrayer whispers, the enemy attacks, the betrayer embraces, the enemy marches toward you, the betrayer walks beside you, and therein lies the tragedy. Not in the pain, but in the surprise, in the realization that everything you believed was secure was in fact a trap patiently constructed around your trust. So why does betrayal so often come from those closest to us? Because proximity breeds knowledge, and knowledge is power's sharpest weapon. The people around you learn your rhythm. They learn what makes you proud, what makes you jealous, what makes you afraid. They learn how to echo your dreams back to you, until you confuse agreement with loyalty, until you mistake their presence for protection. But some people do not orbit you because they admire your light. They orbit you because they're calculating your burn radius and waiting for you to glow too bright. You will not be ruined by your enemies. They want to beat you, not become you. You will be ruined by those who sit silently smiling while building their case against you brick by brick, word by word, moment by moment, until the moment arrives when you have something they want. And in that moment, the mask slips, the truth reveals itself, and the knife is already pressed against your spine. The tragedy is that most men do not prepare for betrayal because they assume that love, or history, or friendship is armor. It is not. It is camouflage, because those closest to you are not always the ones protecting your throne. Sometimes they are simply waiting for you to fall asleep in it. Now some will say, but not everyone is like that. And yes, not everyone is. But Machiavelli did not concern himself with utopia. He concerned himself with risk, and proximity is risk. He wrote, "The prince must learn to act as both beast and man,